Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Rusty Beauty Stories. We are working today on the 66 GT6 again, and I just finished editing the previous episode about this car, and it's a long video. I think it's about 40 minutes video. What, you saw it already? Yeah, for you it's in the past, for me it's in the future somehow. Anyway, so you saw the long video already, and you saw that we've built the floor here and the valance. So now here we are about to start working on this strengthener piece, or I don't know why I like so much using this term strengthener piece, but I keep using it. So let me turn on the light. So this is what we have to work on today. Extend this piece, but not only to this flange, it's gonna go much lower, somewhere here. Then it's gonna come like this, lower even than this flange, and it's gonna meet this flange here, and then it's gonna go and take the same shape from here up. And once this is done, we're gonna have to also fix this piece here that we bent out of the way, but it is okay. I'm not gonna touch it so I don't ruin it, because I need it for reference. And we're gonna have to repair this as well, and then we're gonna be able to put the external piece. But before we put the external piece, there's one last thing that we're gonna have to do, and it's gonna be this here. This lip needs to be fixed, and once this is fixed, then we can start putting this external panel here, this wheel arch here, and the outer seal. So I'm looking forward to that moment, because it's gonna make this side of the car complete. Okay, so I made somewhat a template that can go here, and it is pretty much what we want, this shape. I want to make sure that this is still gonna fit there. Oh, it needs to be a little bit longer down there. So it needs to be a little bit longer here. I'm just gonna cut the same shape as this out of metal, just a little bit longer here. And then we're gonna put the metal the same way we put the cardboard, and then we're gonna make those shapes here. We're gonna figure out what we want them to look like. It goes all the way up there, and here it's gonna be really tricky, because then from here we need to make a curve like this somehow, and a shape like this. It's gonna be complicated, but we're gonna make this piece separately, and then we're gonna weld them together, because I don't think I can do it as one piece. Probably I could, but it's too complicated. We're gonna make them as two separate pieces. So first we're gonna focus on this one. Okay, let's see how this is gonna fit now. Okay. So now we have to imagine this shape, and I would say we're gonna do something like this. Well, the other side is also gone, but I think that goes something like this and joins with this. So we're gonna cut this out, and the external shape we're gonna cut it at the end. We'll see if we can bend a little flange around this. Okay, I cut it off. And now we can put it there without shoving it behind. Let me see if this matches. Yeah, maybe closer here. So I want to bend on this line, I want to bend up, like out, and then on the other line to bend back down. So if I had a bead roller, that would be pretty easy task, but I don't have one here. I have one at work, so we're gonna have to figure out a different way. think it's time to get rid of this. It doesn't give us much reference here, so I'm just gonna cut it off and we're gonna figure out how to do it. Okay, this fits perfect now. So let's figure out this other piece. So I'm gonna mount this here and we're gonna make a template from this side. Okay, let's see if we can slide this inside now. Okay. And now from here we can make the template of the triangle piece that is gonna go there. So this piece actually doesn't need to be the perfect shape here, because we're not gonna make the entire piece that comes this way and then it comes back out and here to match this flange, because this piece needs to look like something like this to fit with this flange here and extend all the way to there. Well, I think this wall and this wall we're gonna make later. Now we only need this wall here so we can finish this piece. We did the same thing on the front end of this wheel arch and we're gonna do the same here. We're gonna make only the flat triangle piece and the rest we're gonna figure out later. We can follow this shape, the external shape, you know. So this. Then we can mark this side and we can mark where it meets the flange down there. Meets the flange down there. Well, that's too bad, because if I thought about it, I could have done that earlier and not cut this, just make it one piece with this. Now I have to weld them together, but that's fine. Alright, so I put this piece with few clamps here. It's held here, here, and here, and it's exactly where it's gonna be. It matches well here too, and everywhere. So now I can position this piece that I just made and tag them together. I'm gonna tag them here inside, and then I'm gonna take the thing out of the car and I'm gonna weld it properly. And then we're gonna weld the whole thing here and here and here. Alright, so I welded it inside and outside, and now I can grind it outside smooth and make a round edge just like here. So when it goes there, that's gonna look pretty much the same. Okay, I think that's pretty good alignment. So let's weld it. Alright, so this is all welded. The weld is like, I ground it a little bit and that's how far I'm gonna leave it. Here, this flange is still not welded to the other one, and that's because I forgot to primer inside between the flanges, but now I can open it and do it a little bit. Here, this I welded it halfway, because from here we're gonna have to repair this whole entire flange all together, all the way till the other end. So that's gonna be our next job after we finish this corner. So I welded it just halfway and it looks beautiful, I guess. This seam here is as original. And inside again, is almost like the original. So now let me spray primer into the flanges. Even here I haven't put primer, and there. So now I'm gonna spray it, and then we're gonna come on the outside. We're gonna mount this, and we're gonna trim this flange, because we left it longer, but it needs to be much shorter than that. But still, like we said, it's not gonna line up with the other one. It's not gonna line up with this one. It's gonna be somewhere here, but that's fine. We can still spot weld them together and cut this lower. That's how it is on the other side as well. Who said that we can't cut a curved line with an angle grinder? I think we can. So now what we can do is we can spot weld them together, the two flanges. It is painted inside now, so we're gonna spot weld here, here, the whole entire, we're gonna go all over the place. But first we're gonna spot weld this. First we're gonna have to spot weld this, and then this. So now what's left here is to put this back where it's gonna go. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to compress it a little bit. Once it is held here, we're gonna have to push it up a little bit, and then we're gonna grind this flange to exactly where we want it. And then there's a trim that comes here, from here to this flange here. We have that trim, but we're gonna do that later. So for now, I would call this done. We're not gonna do the outer panel yet because we want to repair this now. That's our next job. We want a lip here, like maybe you can see here how it has a lip going in. We need the same lip from here all the way to the other end, and that lip is gonna match with this here and with this lip on this part. You know what I mean? So they have to be spot welded together. So we need to build this part here. And with that said, I'm gonna sign off here, and I'm gonna see you in the next episode. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for commenting and subscribing. Thanks for supporting this channel on Patreon and via PayPal. If you haven't become a Patreon yet and you wish to do so, you can follow the link in the description, or at some point there's gonna be a Patreon logo here that you can use too. But you can go to my Patreon page and you can choose how you want to support the channel by donating $5, $10 or $20 per month, or if you wish to do just a one-time donation at any amount that you can choose. you can send a PayPal transfer to elin.yakov@trustybeauties.com. But that is just a way for you to say thank you for the videos, and that's not gonna buy you any additional benefits because everybody has the same benefits here, even the people who support the channel financially and also the people who choose not to for one reason or another. Everybody has the same benefits and the same access to all the content of the Rusty Beauties. So with that said, guys, I'll sign off and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.